Hi, good evening, guys. Okay, as I promised, so today I'm gonna give you guys my views on signal services. Okay, and please note that this is my own views. So please, uh, it's not entirely advisable that you believe in everything that I say. All right, you have to do your own due diligence and then to find out the accuracy of the information that I'm sharing, because this is just based on my personal experience as throughout my trading journey. All right, so have an open mind on this. Okay, so first of all, so before we begin, so what are signals? Okay. I don't put my face because at times I don't think it's nice when I smoke and then you'll see it's not a good display. Okay, so okay, what are signals? Signals is actually signals is actually when a provider give you a signal of a pair, okay, of any pair, to whether buy or sell. All right, so what are signals? And then that means it's a pair whether to buy or sell. So these are given. Who gave it? Usually a per signal provider, and there are a lot of them outside, right? Correct. There are a lot of signal providers out there. And then what does it come with? Usually it come, there is some is given is a one-time fee. There are some who also give monthly. All right, there are also the one that I know of is one-time fee and then monthly. Okay, and ranging between a certain amount, so I mean 40, 50, 60, 70 USD, around there. I mean, I never really see a lot. Okay, but that is what it is. But some give you a free trial, some even give just free, but then maybe you might want to, they ask you to join their premium and then to go into their broker and all that type of thing. Okay. And that is how who gave it. Okay, so how is it done is that once you join, maybe in the Telegram or maybe Discord perhaps, and there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot out there. Okay, Telegram, Discord, and then they give you a signal at a certain time, and then you proceed to follow their what they ask you to do, whether buy or sell. Okay, so now let's just look at back. Okay, look at back. So the thing is, right, whether this is good or bad, right, it's to me it all right, whether or not all this is good and bad, right, it all depends. I'll go to, so you all get this right, so all these things very clear to you guys. So my answer to you guys, right, whether this is good or bad, okay, let me just type it, good or bad. Take or not. Okay, so my best answer to give you, right, it all is depends on what you want. Okay, depends on what you want out from these signal services. Okay, depends on what you want out from the signal services. From the signal services, right? What do you want? Are you expecting, let's just say you take a signal services of $50 USD. I'm going to give an example. Okay, $50 USD per month. Okay, because when you join all these, when you join a signal services, right, you have one thing on your mind, which is this. Is called expectations, right? You have expectations, right? Cannot be you just join just for fun, right? And you are able to willing to part that 50 USD per month. Cannot be, right? There must be a significant return on investment. Am I right? Alright. So your the thing is, guys, if your expectations out of this signal, I wanna get what, 10k, 10k returns. Because the thing is, right, signal providers, right, at all, I mean, a lot of signal providers, we will not, I mean, most of the signal providers would not know how you trade, or how many position size you put into your VL account or your FTMO or whatever. Right? We wouldn't, I mean, they wouldn't know. So if you are, I mean, even when you take from whoever good a trader is, right, the position sizing that you do in any signal services, right, is still vital, right? It's still vital. Whether whether how are you going to meet your expectation. So let's just say, I'm going to assume, so let's say your expectations is to, of course, to make money, right? Your expectation is to make money. But do you have a, like, a good segregation about the good and bad, about, okay, the good and bad about signal services? Why is the good thing? The good thing is that maybe you need not analyze the market because somebody is doing it for you, right? That's the job of the signal provider. Their job is to analyze the market so that you can enter. But on the other hand, the bad thing is you wouldn't know what strategy is this provider doing for you. You wouldn't know rationale of entry. Okay, you wouldn't know rationale, you wouldn't know the how, and you do not know the process. And what's the dangerous thing of this thing when you do not know? The dangerous thing is when you do not know all these things behind it. When you win, of course, you won't ask much, you won't talk much. Good thing, right? It's a positive. Why should I complain? The thing is when you have a loss. Okay, one loss, nothing much, right? What if the loss become consecutive? And that happens as a signal provider even. Because nobody have a very, I mean, a lot of signal provider will say high win rate and all that. But the thing is, I mean, how true is that? Is really the only way for you to find out is to join, right? But you ask yourself, is it something that you want? Okay, so like for me, it really depends on what you want. Okay, depends on what you want in terms of the signal. Okay, so this is my view. Okay, this is, I mean, a good and a bad thing. And about the, let's now talk, I will talk more about pros and cons now regarding the signal services. I mean, in my view, regarding the pros and cons. So we do it together. I mean, I'm going to give my thoughts. Okay, let's just say okay, make a line here. Okay, this one is the pros. Oh shit, wrong spelling, sorry. Okay, then done. This one is the cons. Okay, good and bad. Okay, okay, so what are the good things? Before I begin about this topic about pros and cons about signal services, right? Okay, let me just share you my own personal experience, right? In the past, maybe in my first 2 or 3 years, I think my first 2 years of trading, right? Personally wise, right, I dislike signal services. Okay, I dislike signal services. And why? Because it encourages people to become lazy. Because you did not analyze the market, you did not put in time to learn about the market. Okay, so I mean, I have a biased view towards signal providers. Okay, and why the hell is there a signal in the first place? So I have a one-sided mind in my first 2-3 years of when I trading. I don't believe in signals. I don't believe in following signals, and I don't believe in providing signals. Okay, I don't believe. So the thing is, right, when you don't believe, when you strongly don't believe about something, I mean, how can you do it? Why not? So of course, so I never really do it. I try, but I never really materialize. Only after recently, then I try to open up my mind about uh, signal services, and then when I see and then I gather some facts, I gather some things from my peers, my friends, my people around me, my fellow, I mean, some are new traders, some are some are even amateur traders, some are even learning from me, even my students. So what I discover, what I come to a sense of realization that in actual sense, right, there are, I mean, like, when you are let's say, the thing is, right, when you are a new, I mean, put yourself into your as a new trader, right, as a new trader, I mean, for us right now, for those of you who already, I mean, I put in my YouTube, right, about the different order of market order that you can make, like you can do manual execution, you can do limit order, you can do stop order, right? For us, it's nothing new, for something, for, because we are already, I mean, for those who are, I mean, if you are already more than 5 years, or maybe most probably you are more than 3 to 4 years, okay, in the market, and you do not know how this execution is done, something is wrong. Okay, but try to imagine yourself as a new trader. I mean, they have only one thing on their mind, okay, is how to enter the market. That's it. How to enter the market. So put yourself as a new trader, right? I mean, they wanted to try this. They want to venture. It's something new, as a challenge. Okay, as a challenge for them and all that. And then the thing is, they put in the good work. I mean, there are some of my students, there are some people who I knew, they said that they put in, I mean, they put in hard work, they put in effort. Okay, they put in effort, they try to apply whatever what has been taught. Okay, but somehow or the other, they do not get what they expected. They fail to, I mean, they fail to apply the lesson fully as what in the spirit that it was delivered. So that is where I mean, I open up my mind. I mean, like, in terms that there are some people, I mean, there are some people, right, I mean, the constant problem that I see when people are not able to increase their learning curve, right, is that they have I mean, yeah, I mean, let's face it, they have no time, no real time to set aside to analyze the market, and then to do back testing, and then to to read, and then to see them, even seeing the market also have no time. And the thing is, like, of course, when I hear this thing, I was like, if you have no time, you have no analyze, you have no time to analyze, you have no time to see the market, you have no time to backtest, you have no time to see the market, you have no time to even read the books about trading. I mean, I always ask myself, how is it my fault? You get what I mean? Like, for instance, I choose to work hard in this. I choose to get as much information I get about trading. I choose to backtest as much as I can. I choose to see whichever pair. I believe that all is in unison. So the thing is, but somehow or another, I mean, I come to a realization that at times that human is humans. I mean, it happens at times. Certain times, right, is that really there is no time because of family commitment, because of work commitment, and I cannot expect everybody to be like me also, right? So it's fair enough. So my conclusion is that, okay, so I need to open up my mind about signal services. It did not necessarily be a bad thing, but it's not a good thing entirely. Okay, that's what I want to say. So so now let's go back to the topic about these pros and cons, right? Because I don't want to take out this. Let me just Just cancel all this thing. So with every pros there must be a cons, right? With every good thing there must be a bad thing, right? Of course, cannot be everything is good, right? Everything is good, then I close this topic already lah. Okay, alright, let's begin. So what are the pros of doing the signal services? Yeah, you need not analyze the market. Need not analyze the market. So in this case, you did not analyze the market. So what does this lead to? So you save time, right? You save time because someone else is analyzing the market for you. So but in the other hand, what is the cons? Okay, you would not know why you win or loss. You will never know. Okay, there are some signal providers we might tell you, which might provide you rationale for their entry, but there are some signal providers who only give you signals, but they do not provide you rationale unless you join into a membership. And if I'm going to provide a signal, right, I will not give you my reasons for rationale of entry unless you are a paid membership into my group. Because why? Because it defeats the purpose for people who join the group then. Alright. So that's the pros. And okay, so the another way, so if you see at the pros and the cons, so another con, you will not know why you win or why you lose. And then another con is that you would not know strategy. Okay, you will not know strategy. And what else is the cons? I mean, I can think a lot of cons actually. Yeah, if you are serious as a trader, okay, you are serious as a trader, right? You should take your own analysis and entries. And then from there on you can progress as a good trader. Okay, because there can never be a time, I mean, if you are going to take out, because remember, you are not the one analyzing the market. So the one, the one who, let's assume, okay, let's assume if I'm going to give you the signals, okay, you will not know my strategy. Alright, and then when I give you the signals, it's based on my analysis, right? It's based on my strategy, right? Okay, so when I give you the signals, when the thing work out according to my way, right? Yes, you also profit. Yeah, you also happy, right? But the one who is the biggest winner is actually myself. Why? Because my strategy, that means I become more sharper, I become more more confident in my own ability and in my own execution. But yeah, you guys get to see. So the thing is that I'm the real winner in this case. So same goes for the one who give you the signals, because in actual curve, right, they have the higher curve, for sure, of course. Because if I'm going to be on the losing end, right, if I'm going to be in the losing end, in providing signals, then why should I even give it in the first place? Why not? I must have a certain degree of profitability on my side if I'm going to do this. Am I right? Come on, let's be real. Why not? Yes. The thing is, right, you, of course, on my side, I must make sure that you get what you expect for, which is profit, hopefully by the end of the month. Okay. That is as a signal provider. I think all signal providers have a genuine aim of giving the customers of whoever that subscribe profits in the end. Okay. So be open to this. So for instance, another pros about signal is that in this, when the pros about it is that you can save time a lot, and you not analyze. And then the thing is that, okay, so who is this for? It's for those people who have no time to analyze the market, right? Then it can be good for them. Then these signal services can be good for them to earn some side income. Okay. However, the cons, right? What is the cons in this case? If you're going to, is your position sizing. Like for instance, right? Position sizing. Assuming, okay, if I'm going to, if I give you a trade call for a certain pair, okay, I sell this pair at pound USD, okay, pound USD at a certain price, okay. Naturally, I will tell you, please use proper money management. Okay, so proper money management, which means, okay, 1% of risk. Okay, 1% of risk. The problem with that, right? How many people is really looking at doing 1% risk? There will be some people who is going to over leverage, for sure. Okay, there is sure to be somebody who, some smart people who's going to over leverage. So the thing is, right, if you take a signal services, right, your position sizing and your money management still comes into play. This is still the single most important thing. Even if you're not taking signals, you are doing as a trader, your money management still comes into play. Okay, how you manage the risk part, the risk tolerance and all that. So you have to really work on that. Okay, so now, for instance, I give you my own personal experience, right, in signals. Okay, in signals, what happened is that in my first, so this one you already know, so it's a lot of pros. Actually, you just save time, to analyze and all that, but the cons, right, actually is a lot more cons than pros to me. Okay, but it need not be a bad thing if you do the proper position sizing, the proper money management, and then why you take it in the first place. So some people, right, who take it the signals, right, is what, to build up their confidence. Okay, they want to go in the market, but they need someone to give them the flow, gain the momentum into the entry of the market and all that. So it can, that is another positive aspect that we can think about. Why not? Okay, so I give you my experience about personal experience. I think in my first 2 years, right, when I was I did share with you guys about my journey when I was under Neil Fuller, right. I was doing great under Neil Fuller when I was start learning. I think I generated around 50 to 60 pips at that point of time in my first 1 or 2 years of trading. Okay, 50 to 60 pips of time. I think when you see my Instagram, you all will know my journey. Alright, and then of course, as human beings, somehow I'm not satisfied with this. Naturally. And then one way or another, then I start have some losing trades, and then until I could not even get back to 50 to 60 pips. The next turn of trade cycle that I went to, then I only get around 20 pips and 30 pips, and then it just keep on going down. Then I was like, oh man, what the hell is wrong? Is the market wrong, or my strategy wrong? and I have no one to turn to because I have no personal mentor. Never follow was online. Okay, Khalid Hamid was way in Malaysia, and during that time I haven't know Uncle Ted, and I haven't even know Christopher Lee, and I was alone, so no real guide, nobody to turn to. So I was, so when desperate, what you do next? Of course, Signal. Then I joined the Signal. Okay, I joined. I forgot the name. It's been a very long time. Okay, but it may be Indian. It may be, but I do not know where the Indian from, where he is. I don't know. How I even joined them, I cannot even recall. Okay, so I joined them. Okay, so I joined. I subscribed. I think. Oh, okay. They give a free trial. The free trial of, I believe, is 1 week. 1 week. Yeah, a free trial of 1 week. And then I joined. So I free trial. Okay, so I joined the free trial. Okay, I was like, of course, excited. Alright, I said yes. Because, okay, see, so my expectations, right? Because I've been losing, right? Alright, so when I joined this, I said yes. So now I can get my money back somehow, right? That's my expectations. Okay, expectations to get my money back, alright, to even up lah. Okay, so what happens? Okay, as I one day, then they give me they give you a signal. Okay, buy. I said maybe they buy, I think, forget that, buy example Euro GBP. Okay, and then stop loss. So this, and then take profit. This. Okay, so no rationale was given. Of course, I just follow. And remember, right? As I taking this signal, I am also I'm also a trader, right? So this is where, right, clashes. You know, what was given to me in the signal clashes with what I think over my head. Okay, over my head. Because when he's like, I mean, when I see the signal and then I press buy, right, price is like that, then he asked to buy here. Then I was like, why the hell I want to buy here for what? So it clashes, no, but I got no choice. The thing is that I said, okay, maybe correct lah. And the thing is, like, the funny thing is that I expect market to go down and hit my stop loss before go up. And you know what happened? Yes, this does happen. And then it goes on for around 3 to 4 trades, you know. Then I asked myself, my God, why the hell do I even join in the first place? You get what I mean? So it's contradicting, right? So it's like, so the thing is that if you knew how to trade, you knew how the market behaves, okay, then why do you even have to go for a signal? So so that's why it's contradict. If you are a new trader but you have been doing practical trading, that means you already went into the market. Okay, you already went into the market, and then you already know what kind of setups to take. Okay, you are waiting for a pullback, okay, of the broken resistance, and then stop loss below here to look for this push up. You get what I mean? So the thing is that if you already have an idea about how you have a setup, okay, you have a setup about how to enter. Okay, you have a setup about how to enter, when to enter, what are you looking for, and why, right? If you already have set up and all that, you are already familiar with that, right? Why must you take signal, right? Correct. So it contradicts at that point of time. So from there on, I said, screw a signal shit. And then I asked myself, I will never provide signals, and I will not believe in signals, and I totally closed the idea of signals, totally, at all. And because of my bad experience lah, why not? But think about it, can you blame me? No, right? But as time goes by, then as I teach my students, then slowly, and then recently I did with with my own students. I'm trying out this signal services pilot. Okay, I'm trying out, and then I explain the rationale. But this is rationale is only for them because they are my students, right? Okay. So the thing is, right, as I learn about this, then when I gather feedback from them, so how do they feel upon these signal services? Because but the good part about this, right, even though they are participating in this, right, they do make their own trades. That's the best part. So they did not follow blindly, and I did not encourage them to follow blindly, because they are able to trade for themselves. So the thing is, right, what I want to say is that all in all, because what I'm doing, I'm just going to let you know what I'm doing right now. Okay, for what I'm doing now, I'm doing this pilot signal services that I want to do it until end of August to see how well I stand in terms of providing signals. And these signals is for, as I say, it's for the people who have no confidence into going into the market. Okay, who have no confidence into going into the market, and then who needs someone to be side by side with them. Okay, because if you are not joining signals, I mean, like for instance, if now you're not joining signals, right, it's like you are fighting alone with the market, right? Nobody to be there to tell you why you go down and all that. So to me, like for instance, when I share with my students, is that treat these signal services as you all going boot camp with me, like PUBG going boot camp. We are together side by side. I'm with you in this war. Okay, let's go together, and I hold your hand. Okay, the only thing is still comes back to your money management. And the idea about hopefully by end of August, right, my idea is I'm looking towards only one-time payment, and I do not want to do recurrent payment. Just one-time payment will do, and then you decide whether you want to stay with me or not. And then this is only signals, okay? And then this is only signals based on my analysis. If you want to know the process behind my analysis, right, that is where you join my masterclass. Okay, which means I'll be opening up for mentorship one more time. Okay, as you all know, I'm concentrating a lot on my students currently and never opened any mentorship. But come this August, my idea is to this September or August, right, early September or August, my idea is to open the signals first, and then once to open the signals, and then I will be open for mentorship one more time. Okay, so that will be my idea, and that's it. So when this video is just to share with you my views, but I'm not asking you guys to join me as a signal. Okay, there are certain times where I do face losses. In the market. Okay, I do face losses in the market, but usually I try to make it small, if by all means, because remember, in the market, right, you try to have this possible 4 outcomes, right? Okay, number 1, you want to win big. Okay, number 2, you want to win small. Number 3, you want to lose small, and that's it. So the number 4, right, the thing that you want to avoid, right, is your big loss. And your big loss comes from position sizing and money management. And this is your personal. I cannot control what you do. I can only influence how you think. Okay, I can only influence how you think. I cannot control what you do. The thing is, guys, if you know it's not good, don't do. Simple. Okay, so that is the gist of it from this video. So in the next video, most probably I will share with you. I have an idea about, I'll see about it. I'm trying to think about it. Okay, most probably share with you a bit about supply and demand. Just the basic one about supply and demand, so at least you all can get a rough idea about what is supply and demand and how I like it and how I use supply and demand in trading. Alright, so cheers. I'll see you guys soon and hope this is a fruitful lesson for you guys. And I say keep an open mind. No right, no wrong. It all depends on how you see it. Alright guys, cheers.